Okay, and we're on.
That's your volume
Yeah.
button.
Okay. And then Phil's going to do the introduction.
Very sloppily,
That's okay.
with lots of flatulence.
Okay.
I don't have any effects.
Can you hear it?
This is
Oh,
4.
I can hear it. You can't hear it? No music? Oh, there it is.
3. I'm 4. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
What, man?
All right,
So
wind
we're
it down to
giving
the
it a
last
shot.
one here.
You okay?
That's good because I'm hard of hearing anyway.
Now you can hear me even better.
Me too.
Mine's just amplified noise.
Yeah, mine gets bad sometimes.
All right, 10 seconds.
And y'all say hi over there.
And hello, everybody. It is 12 o'clock here on 95.1 FM. And we still have music playing for some reason, but I'll just speak over that anyway. This is Phil Woolley and CJ Geltner, and we are Carson Rural Communities.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Are we going to have a blooper day?
I think so. I mean, we're digging this music in the background. It's pretty cool. Let me see.
Is it that one?
Is it this one?
Is it that one?
Is it this one? Is it which
Is
one?
it that
is it?
one?
This one?
Yeah. Can you say something now?
No.
No? Just play them all. Just play them all
Here we go.
together.
Here we go. I found the button, guys. There it is. Okay, once again, it
I'm
is.
sorry.
This is Carson Rural Communities on 95.1 FM, and you can reach us also on knvc.org. And we are live from the Adams House in Carson City, Nevada.
Thank you, thank you. So, as you know, we still work out our little bloopers. We're only here 30 minutes
It's all part of the show.
a week. Yeah, it's part of the show. It's part of the entertainment.
It makes
so.
us charming.
Yes. So today we have some guests with us. We have Mr. Larry Calkins with the Komstock Krawlerz and the Nevada. You got my little jobby do.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
You got my
Here you go.
jobby do.
I got her cheat sheet.
That's
you
the
guys.
Nevada Four-Wheel Drive Association. And so we have Larry Calkins and Mr. Craig Clark here to visit us today. Go ahead and say hi. Don't be shy, because I'm not.
Hello.
All right. We'll make you sing here in a minute.
And so I had spoken to Larry off and on this past week and told him what I was looking to present to our listeners. And you know, one of the spring is coming. I know it's going to be out there eventually, but spring is coming, and so is summer. And what do we like to do? The first thing we do when we move here.
Go out and explore.
Explore,
Hit the
four-wheel
trails.
driving and ATVing, and I thought you two would be the perfect folks to chat with about what we have available out here.
Well, we've been doing it for a long time, both Craig and I, and I go all the way back to my first Jeep in 1957,
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
and I've had them pretty much ever since.
Uh-huh.
That's like the old match Jeeps, right?
Yeah, I didn't get into the four-wheeling community till I was about 25. I was into hot rod cars and ran across a dune buggy and got invited to go four-wheeling in the mountains and just totally changed my direction, and that was in 1972.
Oh, wow.
And so we moved out here because it was still dark in the skies. We have an 11-inch telescope in the house, and it was really cool. So enjoying the great outdoors to infinity.
I came here for a funeral and I stayed.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So,
But then I'm like, there's a lot of trails there. So
yes, it's so much fun too.
Well, we moved here to escape the state to the west of us.
Oh yeah,
and,
we won't say that.
you are refugees.
But we did this all the way back in about 1990, and we've been. I used to. I bought Capital Automotive and ran that for 20 years over here,
Okay.
and I've been out of that for a good number of years now and kind of gainfully unemployed.
Yeah, you loving
Okay,
it?
and you're retiring it, right?
That's it.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the two organizations and how they meld together.
Well, the Nevada Four-Wheel Drive Organization is basically, it's not a club. It's an organization, a statewide organization, and what we do is monitor legislation that would negatively impact four-wheel drive recreational
Okay.
stuff. And since Nevada is about 83% government land managed by the government, that's basically who we watch. The government. Are your rules accommodating for everybody? Because it's really multiple use, and that's we realize nobody can have free run of the whole land, but it needs to be shared with all groups, everybody.
So you guys are out there advocating for everybody out on the trails.
Well, we are primarily for the four-wheel drive group. Motorcycles have their own organizations. The miners and prospectors have theirs. The ranchers and those people that lease land from the government, they have their organizations. We do occasionally work together when something comes along that impacts all of us negatively.
Right.
But we, as an organization, we stay mostly focused on four-wheel drive stuff.
And what about you, Larry?
Well, I spend my time spending a lot of time on the computer looking through and seeing what our agencies are up to.
Okay.
And we consider ourselves to be the voice of the four-wheel driver
Okay.
in Nevada, and I've been doing this since 1978, back in the California Association when I was back in that state, and
the state we don't mention.
anyway, so we watch Federal Register, we have clipping service, and we're able to find out stuff that may or may not affect us, and we write back and comment. It may be negative, it may be positive. Sometimes we actually have to pat our bureaucrats on the back and say, hey, you aren't doing a bad job out here. Other times, though, we're a bit antagonistic because our whole goal is to keep access to these public lands.
Right. Okay. So, do you have any regular meetings that you gather and where?
Our board of directors meets several times a year,
Okay.
and unlike the club, and the club meets monthly.
So where does your club meet, Craig?
We meet in the community center it's Story County.
Oh, the Mark
Center,
Twain
Mark
Community
Twain
Center?
Community Center. Yeah, it's in Dayton, but part of Story County comes down into that valley there.
Right. I like to tease everyone and say I live on the better side, on the Story County side. But I know people who don't like that, but yeah, I live on the Story County side of Dayton, and so I'm very familiar with the Mark Twain Community Center. And that's a really nice center, isn't it?
It is. It's very
And
nice.
it has a little veterans monument there too, which is very nice.
They do a food pantry out there too.
Yes, they do a food
Yeah.
pantry. There's all kinds of different nonprofits
Right.
that meet there. And so one of the things is, I already told you where I live. I live on that back side of the road. Well, behind our house is approximately 640 acres of raw land. And one of the things I just love is watching the ATVs and the motorcycles and the trucks pass by, because they've got that right-of-way easement right there by our house, and it's nice to watch them go by. I love sitting on our porch watching them.
Well, bless your heart, you actually enjoy watching this. We
Yes.
have a lot of people that
Right,
there's a
don't
lot of other-
like to see that.
There's a lot of people who don't like to see
I know
it, but-
specifically sometimes people with horses don't like it because it can scare the horses with the sound and
Yes.
stuff. I've seen that.
Yes.
Right, I'm involved in that by marriage. My wife is a
I'm so
horse
sorry.
person, and so she's out there sharing the trails with hikers and motorcyclists and bicycles and stuff. And she said, actually, the motorcycles are kind of startling to the horses, but it's the bicycles that really scare them, because people will go real fast, but they have earbuds in,
And
they don't know, they're watching the trail right in front of the tire, they don't know they're coming on a horse.
yes.
And so sometimes when the government makes multi-use trails, they need to really think about that, you know?
Yes.
Because
Right.
a motorcycle, you just turn the key and it's off, but a horse,
You can't turn the key off.
You know, it can get exciting and you can go flying.
Yes.
Well, it's like when I'm out on the trails, like with Desert Pigs, a lot of times if we're coming over a hill, especially on a trail, sometimes you don't know if a dirt biker, UTV or something's going to come flying at you from that other side that you can't see. It's always a concern.
Yes.
And
So-
we try to, do some education if we can, and always tell, Jeepers, pull over, let them go by, be quiet, go by
Right.
them very slowly. If
Or what
they
about
pull
the
over.
hand signals where you let people know how many people are behind you on the trail?
Yeah.
Every time I do that, people either think I'm flipping them off or I'm waving at them.
Did you go with more than one person?
It's a victory sign.
That's too funny. Okay. So I'm going to read this little brochure that you handed me, and this is for the Nevada Four-Wheel Drive Association. The Nevada Four-Wheel Drive Association, also known as N4WDA, was established back in February 2013, and they're responding to the ever-increasing threats of our recreational choice. So N4W, we'll just go that far, is a nonprofit organization consisting only of volunteers, no paid staff, just like here at the radio station. We're all volunteers, dedicated to the principle of multiple use management of U.S. Forest Service, Bureau of Land Management, and other public lands, which is nice to have someone advocate to protect those recreational events that we all enjoy out here. It's one of the reasons lots of people move out here. They see the big blue sky atmosphere, they see Raw Peak, they see all these cool trails, and they want to go out and explore. I know I want to. So, yeah, great.
I like to explore them and pick up trash.
Oh, yeah, he loves to pick up trash. He's our little desert pig.
That's part of our world also. There's major cleanups. You might know about Keep Truckee Meadows
KTV,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Yes.
That's a huge effort every year.
Yes.
And then down in Douglas County, which is the Carson Valley area, Minden, Gardnerville.
Yes.
There's big cleanups there every year.
Mhm.
Lots of groups come together to do that.
That's one thing I love about all the 4x4 groups and the MX groups and everything is like everybody has a cleanup crew. And like once a year, there's always a dumpster dropping somewhere.
Exactly.
I love it.
It's really cool.
Well, the state associations, we're of course Nevada, but the 10 western states, for the most part, have their own state associations out of necessity. The public lands are located where? For the most part, west of the Mississippi River.
Yes.
There's only a small percentage of America's public land acreage to the east of the Mississippi. Then you come down, you've got the national grasslands and some national monuments and parks, and then you come to the Rocky Mountains. Now you're talking the 10 western states.
Wow,
Now,
that's a lot.
where we're here in Nevada having a problem is that we're at, as Craig said, over 80% public land. We have the highest percentage of public land of any of the states. And we have the second highest acreage only to Alaska
Wow.
I didn't know
in
that.
public lands.
Wow.
So, if there's going to be policy changes that affect us on the public lands, we're going to be the first to feel it.
Right. Okay. I understand that. Yep. Wow.
I know of at least one going on right now. I can't say anything about it, but
Okay.
you guys will love it. You guys will love it.
Okay. So you don't have a website for the Komstock Krawlerz, which is our local chapter.
We have a Facebook page.
You have a Facebook page.
Right, it's just
And then
Facebook.
Comstock is with a K. and then Krawlerz is also with a K, but instead of using the S at the end, you want to put a Z.
We put a Z because we're always asleep.
Asleep at the wheel, huh? So, does the Four Wheel Association have a website?
Yes, it does.
Oh, excellent! I see it right here.
Yes, it's www.n4wda.org.
Great.
We are an org, but
You're
if
an
you
org.
happen to get us on com, it'll switch over to org.
Oh, nice. Bought both of them.
Oh, good. So you have it forwarding. What's the technical word for it?
301 redirect.
No, something like that. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. How much is the membership?
A membership for general membership for individuals is $30 a year. If you happen to belong to one of our member clubs, it reduces to about $25 a year.
Okay.
We also have businesses that belong to us.
Oh, great.
And we have our clubs. We have about 13 clubs throughout the state.
Ah, I
So-
did not know that.
Yeah, so
Wow. Cool.
I think maybe the pigs are going to have to talk to you guys.
Yes, do a coordination. there.
Honestly, I mean, just clubs like this, I mean, is very useful. Watch out for the mic there. Clubs like this are always useful for just finding trash out there. I mean, sometimes you get all the low-hanging fruit picked up, and then you get somebody that dumps an RV full of junk out there.
The thing we've been trying to establish here in Nevada through the BLM, and I haven't done this now in a couple of years, but we would like to see adopt-a-trails.
Oh, what a great idea.
Now, in the Forest Service, they have this nationwide adopt-a-trail programs that grew out of California association with they're the people that first developed adopt-a-trail. But I go to BLM here, they want adopt-a-site. And I don't want to spend all my time picking up shooters' trash.
So that's our job.
Yes, that's a big problem because you clean up an area and they say, "Wow, now nice and clean. Somebody's taking care of this. I can leave my trash behind again."
We just saw that. It's been posted on Facebook. After you guys had cleaned up, someone decided to put their boat in that spot. So yes, I understand that.
All the time.
Definitely.
We went through a couple of years ago and removed 2 cars and a truck and a full-sized big screen back projection television set. They took an entire Jeep trailer just to hold it.
Oh my gosh, they couldn't go a few thousand feet further and go to the dump with it.
And that
See,
was
that's where a sledgehammer and a sawzall comes in handy.
I was in El Dorado Canyon. So.
Okay.
I have to interject this here. So I was working for a company and they said, "Oh, we need you at our headquarters," and that happened to be in South Carolina. So I was stuck there for like 10 years. Came right back after I retired. But they have your property taxes covers your trash pickup. So waste management is under contract to the county. And they come and give you a trash thing and pick it up, and they pick up your yard litter also, clippings and stuff. And you can go to the dump for free every day if you want. You can the only restriction I know of is you can only go once.
I know where this is going.
And so I think that if you make it less expensive and more easier, or you induce people to go to the dump, because you can't get arrested for that, but you can get arrested for dumping in the desert, most of the stuff would probably not end up in the dump. It would go in the desert, it would go to the dump.
Okay.
I talked to my local politicians about it, and I give them, "Hey, this can be your idea."
Yes.
So far we haven't struck gold, but I keep working at it.
Back east, that's a norm.
I know, exactly.
It's taken care of in your property taxes, and
Right.
but out here, they want to charge us to go get rid of the trash.
There's another blooper. And we point them out.
And that's so weird because the
That's
volume's
red
off.
spice.
Oh, that's so weird. So obviously you were supposed to come and visit us about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ahead.
Right.
Okay, and today we were going to have Vida Keller, who is not once, she's probably maybe 3 or 4 times the president to the Silver Springs Area Chamber of Commerce. But they caught a bug, so we had to kind of scramble a little bit to get our guest speakers, and so she'll come back and see us in a couple more weeks. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming out here. We all live in Dayton, but we come here because this is the best place to be. Huh?
Because Dayton doesn't have a radio station.
Yeah. So
can I do a quick plug for our fundraising event?
yes.
Which is our this will be our 9th annual Silver State Poker Run. It'll run basically from the rodeo grounds in Dayton, and it's up and through Virginia City and down and around and back. And
what's the date?
It's going to be on the 13th of September.
Oh, very good.
Registration online at n4wda.org.
Okay, so you're going to send me a flyer so I can
will
read
do that.
our little public service
I
announcements
will
as
do
well.
that.
Excellent. Great. That is so wonderful. And so I just want to say thank you so much for coming to see us. Now you see our studio, and that's going to lead me into the next thing I'm going to say. KNVC was told that this building, this beautiful building that we're in, the Adams House, is up for sale. And we are raising funds to possibly purchase the building. And so if you have it in your heart or you want to make a donation, please go to knvc.org, and there's a button that says donate. You get 2 ways that you can donate. Number one is the capital donation, which is the Adams House purchase. And then the other one is the general donation, which kind of helps.
Both of these donation options tax deductible?
I believe they are. Yes. We're a
Well, then
nonprofit.
there.
And we run strictly off of volunteers. And we have an awesome crew. I don't know if you've ever listened to the radio station, which is the next thing is, when you're out in Dayton, you probably can't hear it on your car radio or anything, but you can hear it from your computer. All you have to do is go to knvc.org, and there is on the far top right, there's listen live, and you can listen to the radio station. There's all kinds of fantastic music that you can think of. There's even talk shows just like ours.
Yeah, this is the
different
most
concepts.
eclectic radio station I've ever
It is
seen.
absolutely wonderful.
Nice.
And so, go ahead and visit that. It's 24 hours a day. So, and when we came in, there was no one here, so it can run remotely if it has to. But I kind of like the live segment. So, yeah. And so, there's something I want to talk about that's kind of important, and it happened this week. And I talked to Steve, our general manager, about it before I was going to talk to anyone. And in Lyon County, just this week, there was a child luring situation that happened in the area. Were you aware of that? So I just wanted to give my 2 cents because I've seen that happen in my neighborhood when my daughter was growing up. And one of the things after that happened is the first thing I perpetually talked to my daughter about was, if that ever happens, if anyone ever comes up to you in a car or even starts coming up too close to you, you try to get away from them. But if you have to run and you're in your neighborhood, do not run to your house, because then that possible perpetrator knows where you live.
That's pretty smart.
So go and bang on any doors you can. 1, 2, 3. If you don't hear any sound in that house, run to the next one until you find a house, and then have them call 911.
That's a great idea.
It kept the kids in the neighborhood a little bit safer. And then of course I put my daughter in Taekwondo, so poor guy came after her. So anyway, very important.
Yeah, also, lots of respect and kudos to the kid who knew to run away from that guy.
Yes, bless his heart.
Good instincts, good parenting, good.
Yes.
Good all the way around. So,
Yes.
good job.
Exactly.
Yes.
Great. Thank you for saying that. And so now we're going to get on some good stuff. So This is Nevada author Suzanne Morgan Williams will be the featured speaker at Monday's Democratic Luncheon. Susie, as she's known to her friends, specializes in books for young readers. This event is sponsored by the Carson City Democratic Central Committee and is open to the public. It is scheduled for 1 p.m. on Monday, March 17th. Oh, I'm wearing green, by the way. Luck of the Irish. And can either be attended in person at the Carson City's 7 Grill inside the Max Casino or online via Zoom. Zoom links are available by contacting Rich Dunn at Rich, that's R-I-C-H, Dunn, D-U-N-N, at AOL.com. And then Carson Valley Community Theater will present the hilarious show, The Sweet Delilah Swim Club, on 2 weekends beginning March 21st at the Carson City, the CVIC Hall in Minden. Information on times and tickets are available at carsonvalleycommunitytheater.org. Now, I really like doing these where you can put them on the video and later on they can go and play it back on our podcast. You can go and play it back.
Anything.
Yeah, so it's really nice. So obviously we're live, but I tape every one of our gatherings and then convert it to a YouTube, and I place that on our Facebook page, Carson Rural Communities, as well as for the Dayton Peeps and the Dayton Peeps, the official page, and any other Dayton Peeps page.
My Dayton Peeps is bigger?
Yes, my page, yes. And then the Wild Wild West Easter Hunt, which brings me on April the 17th. We're not going to have a guest speaker on that day. We are dedicating that day to telling everyone where every one of your Easter egg hunts are. So go ahead and send me a text at 775-400-1151, or you can just go to Komstock, Carson Community, what is it? Carson Rural Communities. That's a mouthful. Another blue.
So I don't feel so bad, because I have a hard time with that every week. I have to look down at the card
It
and
is
see
a
who we
mouthful
are.
too, especially when you've had a drink of soda. So anyway, go ahead and send your flyers so that on the 17th I can just give all the different Easter egg hunts, and hopefully I can sort them by the area of our community, so that it makes it easier for you to Easter hop.
Get all the eggs.
Okay, so this other PSA is the Wild Wild West Easter egg hunt. There's Easter holiday fun for Nevada Day presents the Wild Wild West Easter egg hunt, and that's going to be on Saturday the 19th, starting at 8 a.m. till noon at the Livermore Sports Complex at 1555 Livermore Lane in Carson City. It's free for all kids of all ages, and the Easter egg hunt kickoff is at 10 a.m. And then let's see, coming up is Carson Valley Days. Get ready for a prehistoric adventure. Carson Valley Days 2025 are coming June 12th through the 15th, featuring this year's theme, Jurassic Valley. Get ready for carnival rides, live music, delicious food, and family fun at Lampe Park in Gardnerville.
Dinosaurs.
And don't miss the legendary Carson Valley Days Parade on Saturday, June 14th at 9 a.m. And you can visit carsonvalley2030.com for more details. And so, those are the mandatory ones that I have to give, and I have a couple of minutes.
Half hour was up.
You'll have to sign off on them. Okay. Did you know that C Street in Virginia City has been nominated for the best main street by USA Today?
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
So go on over to USA Today. I think it's even on Facebook as well. And go cast your vote. What do you think? All right. Now, if you're a resident of Dayton, Story County, I think I mentioned it last week, but it's official. The DMV in Story County is open. And
For just a Story County
I
resident.
know. You have to be a Story County resident. Their hours will be Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Then they close for lunch, and they open 1 to 3 p.m. And we're almost done. We already talked about Pizza Factory coming back to Silver Springs just in time for spring and summer and camping and ooh la la.
Ooh, and I want to sneak in there too real quick, just to plug the Desert Pigs. We're going to be doing a cleanup this Saturday in North Valleys. So if you guys want to take a ride up to Reno with us and see some new scenery, just go to desertpigs.com and just click the big orange volunteer button for all the details and maps and everything.
And then the last one that I think we have a few seconds for, tomorrow in Silver City is the 5th annual Pie Day Pie Auction, and it's going to be at the Silver City Schoolhouse, and that address is 385 High Street, Silver City. And it's to benefit the Silver City Preservation Society. And I think that is it for us. So everyone say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, and yeah, again, thank you guys for joining us today. Check in next week.